Alright, what's up people? This is Sif Urin, and right now we are checking out Bethesda's press conference, 2016 E3. We are coming up to the time, it should be starting any minute now. They're just doing a little pre-show thing. I thought I'd do a quick little intro, throw some predictions out. First off, I know Doom has only been out for a short time, but I've got a feeling that they would have planned kind of ahead and they would have like DLC kind of like lined up for like the next 12 months, so they probably will announce something possibly that will be released at the end of the year. There will probably be some DLC for Fallout. And because of how like successful Doom has been, I personally would love to see Quake come back. Like Quake was an amazing game. I used to love playing Quake 3, man. But I don't really have that many kind of predictions. Like they're bound to have some new like new IP coming or something like.
All right, they're timing me.
Gotta check this out.
Everyone here getting excited? All right, where are we? 6, 5,
4, 3, 2.
All right, guys, enjoy the show.
All right, let's get this going, man. There's a couple of game titles there. Are you kidding me? What was I just saying? A new Quake. Oh shit. It's kind of a no-brainer, man. Like how big Doom was, like the overall release, like of course it's a no-brainer. This is a game that lay down the foundation for multiplayer shooters. Like they had to, man. Shit. Quake Champions. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Studio Director of id Software, Tim Willits.
I like that, man. The kind of arts. Yeah, the arts. That's cool.
Good evening, and welcome to the Bethesda E3 Showcase. Yes, Quake is back.
Yeah, man.
The game that defined competitive multiplayer is back and better than ever. You know, it's hard to believe that 20 years ago, Quake was first released. And, you know, if you'll excuse the pun, the aftershocks can still be felt to this day. Quake set new standards for multiplayer and pushed the boundaries for graphics and gameplay. Quake also became a pioneer for esports, and 20 years later, Quake is still played in tournaments across the globe. The biggest of those tournaments is our very own annual gathering, QuakeCon, which will attract this August tens of thousands of people to Dallas. As a co-designer of the original game, I'm extremely proud and excited to be standing here today to announce the next chapter of this great game, Quake Champions. Quake Champions is a competitive, arena-style, first-person shooter for the PC, designed for players of all skill levels. Whether you are new to Quake or have been fragging for the last 20 years, Quake Champions will give you the
I have.
challenge and rush you'd expect from id Software multiplayer games. Now, we know that high-end performance is critical with this type of game. So be assured, as with any id Software game, that Quake Champions will be fast, with amazing graphics running at 120 hertz with unlocked frame rates. Yes. You're going to get heart-stopping action that will keep you on the edge of your seat as you fight in classic arena combat. Quake Champions also taps into another hallmark of the franchise: unique and badass characters. The game features a diverse cast of warriors, each with different attributes and unique abilities, allowing you to fight the way that you want. And you know that id has a long tradition of supporting competitive tournaments, and that continues with Quake Champions. The game is designed for world-class esports play at every level, from the world's greatest Quake players to anyone willing to test their skills in the arena. So as part of the launch plan for Quake Champions, Bethesda will be supporting and expanding competitive tournaments and leagues beyond QuakeCon, and we'll have more to share about that in the coming months. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek into our newest game. Join us at QuakeCon in August.
EA was talking about something kind of the same thing, about having
And
like
now,
tournaments and
please join me in welcoming
and shit.
Bethesda's Global Vice President of PR and Marketing, Pete Hines.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. As Tim said, we'll have even more to show on Quake Champions this August at QuakeCon. I mean, it's right there in the name. How would we not have our new Quake game at QuakeCon? Make any sense? But right now, we're not at QuakeCon. We're at E3, the biggest week in gaming, and this is the Bethesda E3 showcase.
Shit. That's so cool, man. I like that.
So welcome to everyone here with me and to the millions of you watching online around the world. Thank you for joining us. We planned this showcase just like we make all of our games for you. Now, last year our showcase kicked off a big year for Bethesda, one of the biggest in our many years of making games. So let me mention just a few highlights. The Elder Scrolls Online was released on console and became one of the best-selling games of 2015 and was named MMO of the Year. We launched Fallout Shelter, the very first mobile game from Bethesda Game Studios, and it became an instant hit and winner of multiple Mobile Game of the Year awards. In November, Fallout 4 was one of the biggest launches in the industry. So you've heard of it. Good. And won numerous Game of the Year awards, including at DICE and again at the BAFTA Awards. And now Fallout 4 is bringing user mods to Xbox One and soon to PS4 in a way that's never been seen before. And just last month, the new Doom was released to rave reviews. Now, the original Doom almost single-handedly popularized first-person shooter games, and now you have a new Doom game, faithful to its legacy with some of the best graphics and gameplay ever, and millions of fans have been enjoying the fast-paced action and creating and sharing mods using SnapMap. The response to all of these games has been amazing, and your enthusiasm and support for us has encouraged us to go even bigger. You just heard about our new Quake game. Let's see what else we have planned for you guys. At last year's showcase, I told you about the Elder Scrolls Legends, a free-to-play collectible card game. Now, as I said last year, I am a huge fan of these games. I play them a lot.
I ain't like. I'll be honest with you. Like these type of card games,
Legends
that like
provides a very deep strategy experience through both single and multiplayer modes,
I'm not
beginning with a
interested
campaign
at all.
complete with a compelling story.
I'm sorry,
interesting
it's just not my
characters, and
thing,
some
man.
great gameplay. The story
Really
is told
not.
from the perspective of a
I
monk
completely
priest
like
named
respect the
Kelly.
fact that there's
I'll let
people out
him
there
tell
that
you a
love
little
it,
more as we
but
take a look at
I
the
just
campaign's
don't.
opening cinematic.
The Elder Scrolls show us what was, and what yet will be.
Oh, that's Finger's voice.
Spare us your stories, old man, lest they can sharpen spears. Our war chief is dying. Our enemies are massing for another attack. We must prepare for battle.
We should go, Kellen. We have the scroll we came for, and this one smells blood in the wind.
Patience, Nog. I have words yet to speak here.
Yeah, he's the voice for the bad guy in
Stories can do
Halo.
surprising things, spearmaiden. Whether they
Well,
are
Halo
true or
4.
not. And
The fuck? Is that me? Please don't let that be me. Fuck. Heart stop. He's the voice of the main bad guy in Halo.
leaving Cyrodiil to the invaders. This is the story.
He was the vampire hunter in Angel, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer spin-off series.
Course of history.
And cool fact, he was also in Batman, The Dark Knight. He was the guy that was standing in the interview room with the Joker, and the Joker's like sat on the floor and he looks up at him like, how many of your friends did I kill?
In a way you haven't
That
seen
guy.
before. The choices you make define your approach and unlock all the depth the game has to offer. A two-lane battlefield provides more variety and strategic depth. Players make decisions that change the cards they want to improve or add to their decks. And we offer a full single-player campaign, as well as multiple ways to play against the AI or other players in both battle and...
See, I think like the reason why I'm
Now, we
not
began
really a
public
big
beta
fan of them is
testing
because
in
I
April, and
know
so
how
far the feedback
addictive
from
they
the
would
people
be.
who have been playing has been
You'll be
terrific.
constantly trying to
celebrate
get better
E3
packs
this week,
and,
we'll be letting
and
even
like,
more of you into the beta to
it's like
start
this
playing.
internal
Now,
thing
if you
inside
haven't
of me
signed
like,
up
no,
yet,
it's
just
okay.
visit Bethesda.net,
I don't want to
create an
know.
account and sign up, and be sure to keep an eye on your email. Also tonight, we're very pleased to announce that in addition to PC and iPad, Legends will be coming to iPhone, Mac, and Android tablets and phones later this year. As I said, I'm very excited about Legends as it brings together an award-winning franchise that I love and a new genre, and whether you're a veteran strategy card fan or have never played a game before, it's a game we think you'll all really enjoy. And now, so long as we're on the topic of Legends, let's take a look at what the team at Bethesda Game Studios has been hard at work on.
Welcome here to Bethesda Game Studios. It's amazing to think it has only been a year since you first heard about Fallout 4 at this very event. And thanks to you, it became not just our most popular game ever, but one of the industry's. It has simply blown us away, and we're incredibly blessed to have fans like you. Seeing what you've created, not just in the main game with the add-ons and of course mods, it is just incredible. And we're not done yet. We're excited to show you what's coming next for Fallout 4.
I called it. It'll be some big DLC. Big DLC thing. Like, I'll be honest with you, I haven't got around to playing this yet. To be honest, like, I've just been too busy with 101 different other things. I will though eventually. I really, really will. The fuck? I'm guessing this is like a big deal, right? I think I would be like jizzing all over the fucking thing if I knew, like, but I haven't played it, man. Like, what can I say?
It's all over but the grind, and I can't get on.
Just been a bit tight for money the last couple of months, man. But like I said, I
Of course, we didn't
eventually
just
will
announce
get
Fallout
around to
4
getting it.
last year. We also announced and released Fallout Shelter, which over 50 million of you have downloaded and played. We have a really big update coming out. Take a look.
That's cool.
We hope you're as excited as we are about all of this stuff coming to Fallout. We want to thank you again, not just for your support over the last year, but your support of our whole studio really over the last 20 years. There is something else, though, that you've been asking us about, and yes, we've been working on it.
Oh, Skyrim. It's a remastered Skyrim, isn't it? Not bad, man. Like when it first came out, I started to play it. I got through like maybe about 2 days of like kind of started playing. I got distracted and went away, and by the time I came back to play it, I just couldn't really get back into it. You know, maybe I should start fresh on the remastered version.
Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm very excited to be here tonight on behalf of Arcane Studios, the makers of Dishonored.
Okay. Dishonored.
Our passion is for a very specific kind of game, first-person immersive games. Our games blend narration and simulation in a way that makes every player's experience different, where players can improvise and where choices have consequence. Our games encourage replay in order to try different playstyles so that players are free to play their own way. In 2012, we released Dishonored. We were thrilled that the game was so well received by the gamers and the critics all around the world. That was like one of the best feelings for us developers. After that launch, my friend and co-director Harvey Smith took the lead on Dishonored 2. So
I like it when they kind of break
the
fucking script.
Meanwhile, I have been
and they actually just show like they really appreciate it, or they really get like a buzz from being on the stage. Like that realness is what I like.
I'm going to reveal what that surprise is in a minute.
And you can spot it like when it's real.
It's a new game
other times when it's just cringy.
It's dear to Arcane. It's another first-person immersive game set in a dangerous universe. Only this time we've added a psychological thrill. Here is the world's first look at what we've been up to.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office. There is no duration set for this meeting.
This is some new IP, right?
In TranStar Conference Room A to greenlight research and development plans.
It looks gorgeous.
Attendance prior to arrival. The most recent test results from the Cybertron.
Looks like you got a bit of a pink eye there, man.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office. There is no duration.
Looks like it might be a bit infected there.
Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Good morning, Morgan. Looks like we have some tests to run through today.
Yo, what the fuck is this? Oh shit! That really looked fucking good.
Good morning, Morgan. You're not going to like what I have to say next.
The fuck is this? What? What the fuck?
In Prey,
like
awaken aboard Talos 1.
Whatever happened to that
space station?
That Prey 2.
2032. You are
that one trailer with the Johnny Cash music. That trailer was fucking amazing. Like
things have gone wrong.
What the fuck?
The space station has been overrun by an alien threat, and you are now being hunted. As you dig into the dark secrets of Talos 1 and your own past, you must survive using all the tools at your disposal on board of the station.
Is it like a complete new IP, or is it linked to the other game, or?
Prey will be available next year on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. We'll have more to show at the QuakeCon, so be sure to join us there. Thank you.
Oh. Or is it just like a brand new game, but they're just sticking the Prey title on it? And kind of riding on the back of the hype from the past games, right?
Fans around the world. We challenged ourselves to ensure Doom lived up to its incredible legacy, and we thank you, our fans, for making the Doom launch such a tremendous success. It's been amazing to watch and hear from the millions of players enjoying the many aspects of the game. From those of you gunning for the perfect run through the campaign, to others constantly testing their skills in multiplayer, you continue to inspire our team. Last year, we told you we wanted to put the power of creation in the hands of every player.
There we go, some big DLC
allowing for an
announcement.
endless stream of new gameplay. And in the coming months, we're excited to be supporting Doom Snap Map with free updates and even more ways to play. We'll be delivering new construction modules, including hell visual themes, as well as new props, objects, weapons, and items. While creators can look forward to new logic options and functionality, like the ability to create true single-player experiences with features like the popular weapon wheel found in the campaign. And again, throughout the year, every SnapMap feature and update is free for every player. For multiplayer, next month we'll release two new modes, including a uniquely Doom variant of One Flag CTF called Exodus, as well as an all-new multi-zone capture and hold mode called Sector. Later this summer, we'll turn up the heat with the release of 3 free-for-all modes, including Classic Deathmatch. These modes will be free to all players and playable on any existing or future maps. Also next month, fans can look forward to our first premium Doom DLC pack, Unto the Evil. The first DLC pack includes 3 new multiplayer maps, Offering, Cataclysm, and Ritual. A new playable demon called the Harvester, a new gun, equipment item, armor sets, taunts, and more.
See, I don't really mind like paying for new, like actual new content, but if you're just gonna update something that's already there, like that shit should be free, man, every time.
Thank you.
Wow, ton of great stuff there for everyone that's enjoying Doom. And again, we thank you, the fans, for making it such a hit. Doom has received near universal acclaim from critics and players alike for its fast combat, over-the-top demons, and amazing graphics, everything that it is known for. Now, it is also known as a longtime supporter of shareware, or for you youngsters in the audience, that's what us old guys used to call a demo. And in a nod to that tradition, we've decided to offer anyone that hasn't checked out Doom's amazing gameplay a chance to do it for free. So, starting tonight, you can download and play the first level of Doom on Steam, PS4, or Xbox One for free.
What?
Now, this offer is only good this week, but we want everyone to have a chance to see why Doom is one of the highest rated shooters ever. So if you love super intense action or you just want to experience state-of-the-art gaming, go download Doom and fight like hell on us. We think you'll see what everyone else is talking about. Now, let's shift from Demons of Hell to Daedric Princes and Secret Assassin Cults. Please welcome from ZeniMax Online Studios, the Elder Scrolls Online game director, Matt Firor. Matt?
Wow.
Thanks, everyone. Good evening. This week is the one-year anniversary
Some
of
very
the launch
vocal
of Elder Scrolls
fans in
Online
the
on
audience.
Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Because we were launching the game this time last year, I was a little busy and I wasn't able to be here in person, but I made sure I was here this year to tell everyone what's been happening with the Elder Scrolls Online. From the console launch last June to the release of 3 critically acclaimed DLC game packs during the year, all of us at ZeniMax Online have been really, really busy. But before I go any further, I want to take a moment and thank all of our fans for your support, your enthusiasm, and your feedback. We take it really seriously, and we continue to work to improve the game. And based on the response, you like the changes. Elder Scrolls Online was named the best MMOG of 2015, was one of the best-selling games of the year of any kind, and now supports a highly engaged community of over 7 million of you who have been exploring this enormous world of Tamriel. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the Elder Scrolls Online from launch onward.
Oh, the nerves are getting the better of him. He's fumbling. That's cool, man. I bet all the hardcore fans are loving that, man.
As you can see, the Elder Scrolls Online community is having a lot of fun playing the game, and our player community is still growing. Tonight, I'm very happy to announce that on June 23rd, we'll be expanding internationally by launching Elder Scrolls Online in Japan. We look forward to welcoming these fellow adventurers to the exciting world of Tamriel. And for everyone who plays, we have a lot more great content on the way. For me, one of my favorite moments in any RPG ever was the Dark Brotherhood quest in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. It was packed full of assassination and intrigue, and like me, fans everywhere loved it. So I'm particularly excited for the launch of the Dark Brotherhood DLC game pack on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 this Tuesday. In the Dark Brotherhood DLC, you'll travel to another location from Oblivion, the Gold Coast of Cyrodiil. The Dark Brotherhood has an appropriately dark storyline full of intrigue and mystery and brings all new repeatable quest gameplay to ESO. So, please enjoy the worldwide debut of the Dark Brotherhood DLC launch trailer.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me. For the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. This is the Black Sacrament, Initiate, a contract that calls for murder. Now go, assassin. Take your blade into the night. Be rewarded for your service. In our business, of death. Welcome, initiate, to the Dark Brotherhood. And know this, in Tamriel, no one is safe.
Fuck.
Especially from us.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me.
Don't look that bad, man. The person's still screaming, oh my god.
Our PC players are already having fun sneaking around Tamriel and learning more about this mysterious group. And we can't wait to see what happens when our console players get to experience the Dark Brotherhood this week. But that's not all. A core philosophy in the Elder Scrolls Online is to constantly make the game better. Since launch, we've regularly been adding innovative features such as the Justice system and the Champion system, and we're about to make another game changer. Tonight, we're announcing One Tamriel, marking another major evolution of gameplay in the Elder Scrolls Online. With One Tamriel, all characters will be automatically leveled to content in the world, allowing them to freely group with anyone they want, and also to explore the vast world of Tamriel with no level restrictions. This means all content barriers are gone and there are no restrictions on alliances or questing. From the moment you get out of the tutorial, the entire game world is open for you to explore freely.
That's big,
you
like,
can go wherever you want,
even I don't play it, but even I know, like,
this is the first
that's a
time
big
this has ever
deal,
been
right?
done in a
Because,
multi-platform
like,
RPG. We'll think you'll love
if you was new, you don't have the DLC, you would be, like, restricted to where you can and cannot go, but yeah, if they've opened up the whole entire map,
Tamriel will be coming to the Elder Scrolls Online this fall.
that's pretty big deal, man.
In closing,
Pretty
I
big
want to thank
deal.
the awesome Elder
It's a
Scrolls
pretty
Online
big deal.
community for your support. We never take it for granted. We work hard every day to make your Elder Scrolls Online experience the awesome adventure you want and deserve. Thanks, everyone.
Not bad, man.
Thank you, Matt. Well done. Now, we want you to get as much as possible out of this year's showcase. So, this year, after we're done here in the hangar, we're just going to keep the showcase going. Now, for those of you watching at home, our pre-show hosts, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, will be back to take over the stream, and they'll bring you exclusive interviews and more information about all the games that we're talking about here tonight. Here in Los Angeles, we've built an interactive space over on the other side of the lot where you have a chance to learn more about our games, play some of them, and meet some of our developers. Over there is also food, drink, and to make sure it's a real party, we have arranged a special performance by Blink 182, who will drop their new album, California, in a couple of weeks, and you get to hear them live tonight as they start their summer tour. Now we have another treat for you over there as well, a chance to experience the latest in virtual reality from Bethesda.
Oh. Everyone's getting into VR,
Weren't expecting that, were you? Now, the first time anyone experienced modern VR was at E3 2012, and if you were there and lucky enough, you may remember getting to play Doom 3 BFG in our booth. Now, at the time, we had solved some of the toughest technology challenges posed by VR, and people were amazed. Since then, we've quietly continued our pioneering work in VR, and tonight, we want you to see and experience what you feel when you put on a headset and play the latest AAA games in the industry. Now, we have two games for you to experience. The first is the just-released Doom. You can take a virtual tour of hell and get a totally unique look at the very latest in graphics and true next-gen rendering from our id Tech 6 engine. In addition, we think the greatest promise of VR is its ability to immerse players completely into virtual worlds, and that the best games for that experience will be first-person open-world RPGs. So we have Fallout 4 for you to play as well.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Wander the Wasteland, check out the iconic Red Rocket Tri-Combat. I'm telling you, with a Pip-Boy on your arm, a dog by your side, a gun in your hand, it's pretty incredible. Tonight, we're pleased to announce that Fallout 4 will be released in 2017 on the HTC Vive platform.
Okay.
And if you thought survival mode was an intense way to experience Fallout, you ain't seen nothing yet. We want to give you a glimpse into where we're headed with VR, where you can expect us to remain a leader, offering our games on the very best platforms you choose. So be sure to check it out. Now, for more on the second half of the showcase, let's check in with Adam and Morgan to see what's happening and get an update on what they have planned. Adam?
See, like the problem with VR for me, it's like it's hard to kind of like advertise it because you can't really get the full experience by watching it on TV. You know what I mean? You really, really can't. I've watched it on TV and seen people do it, and then I put the helmet on, and my brother showed me this weird trip through like this fucking haunted, like fucking hospital thing, and it was just freaky. Like I'm sat in this wheelchair, and I literally feel like I'm moving, even though I'm not. You know, you cannot tell how amazing VR is until you actually put it on. You really, really can't. So it's kind of hard to advertise it through TVs.
One thing that we think you are going to want to see. Last year, we announced that a sequel to Dishonored was in development, marking a new chapter to the Game of the Year from Arcane Studios. We shared a few tidbits about the sequel, but for the most part, you could say we've been in stealth mode. Until now. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Dishonored 2 is going to be a very special game, one that lives up to its celebrated legacy and then goes way beyond. To tell you more, please join me in welcoming the creative director of Dishonored 2, Harvey Smith.
Wow. Thanks, Pete. Hi, everybody. In Dishonored, you play a supernatural assassin in a steampunk city. The game blends combat, stealth, and mobility, giving you many different pathways and approaches. When the original Dishonored was released in 2012, you embraced the game and made it your own. You discovered moves and combinations of powers that we didn't even imagine. We were thrilled by your passion for Dishonored, and we were humbled by the success of the game, which won more than 100 Game of the Year awards. At last year's E3, we announced Dishonored 2. So tonight, here with all of you for the first time, we're going to show you the game.
Actual gameplay. I'm interested, man. Come on.
Welcome back to the Empire of the Isles, a rich, Victorian-inspired fantasy world with a distinct style and an exotic cast of characters.
Wow, nice.
For Dishonored 2, we wanted to explore a new location, Karnaca, the jewel of the South. Our approach to world creation is very layered. Our art and design teams work together to create a strong sense of place with a well-realized culture. It's based on the people living there, the work they do, the architecture, economy, the climate, even the food and songs. In order to bring Karnaca to life, we've created a custom game engine designed to support our signature art direction and level design. We wanted Dishonored 2 to resemble a painting in motion, so we've given considerable thought to our lighting and the way it plays across every surface. We've created custom tools to support the interruptible, real-time narrative scenes necessary for a stealth simulation. And the same is true for our approach to audio, both in terms of atmospherics and stealth gameplay. All of these details make Karnaca more vivid thanks to our new technology, which we call the Void Engine.
It does look really, really cool.
In crafting spaces for you to explore, we've got several creative goals. We want the environment to feel coherent and complete, plausible. Where do these characters live and how do they get to work? Is there a viable pathway that makes sense? Where do they take their breaks or stop for lunch? But it goes further than that. For Dishonored 2, we felt compelled to ask ourselves about the history of a given street or shop. What was there a decade before the player arrives in Karnaca? Often you can see the layers of history, watermarks on the wall from past floods, peeling posters and advertisements from years ago. We want every market, every alley to tell a story and offer you the chance to see something novel or intriguing. Dishonored 2 starts and ends in Dunwall, but most of the action takes place here in Karnaca.
Or are we just going to carry on with like the slow pans?
All right, there you go. Your first look at Dishonored 2.
No actual physical gameplay. Characters moving around, doing shit. On behalf of all my teammates
at Arcane and Leon who worked so hard to bring this to you, and my dear friend Rafael Colantonio, thank you so much for all the passion you've given the game. In the first Dishonored game, you played Corvo Attano, falsely accused of killing the Empress, the woman he loved and was sworn to protect. And you were blamed for the abduction of their daughter, Emily Caldwin. After escaping on the night of his execution, Corvo is gifted with supernatural powers and dedicates himself to avenging the death of the Empress and restoring young Emily to the throne. As we began to work on Dishonored 2, a single question haunted us. What became of Emily Caldwin? How would her experiences affect her, and what kind of ruler would she become? We envisioned Emily grown up, 25 years of age, and then we began to imagine what she'd be like as a heroic figure, as someone fighting for her life against the forces of deceit. We developed a vision for Emily Caldwin that excited us, and at E3 last year, we shared that vision with the world. Dishonored 2 is set 15 years after the first game. Emily Caldwin rules the Empire, watched over by her father, Corvo Attano.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily
So we're
Caldwin.
actually going to see gameplay.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you, that these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
When an otherworldly usurper seizes the throne, the fate of the Empire is left hanging in the balance. Dishonored 2 offers you the choice of playing as Empress Emily Caldwin or the Royal Protector, Corvo Attano. Emily and Corvo are both fully voiced this time, with their own perspectives and emotional responses to the events transpiring around them.
Okay.
Whoever you choose to play, you've got to flee Dunwall, your home, and travel to Karnaca in order to unravel the threads of a conspiracy and take back what's yours.
I've gotta get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
Dishonored is known for unscripted, simulation-driven missions where no two players ever have the same experience. There are many pathways to explore as you penetrate well-defended locations, numerous ways to find and eliminate nefarious targets. In crafting the missions for Dishonored 2, we've put a much greater emphasis on big, interesting themes, either from a gameplay or fictional standpoint, making each mission a wildly unique place to explore. I'll explain a little bit more about that. Today we're going to show you the Dust District, an industrial ruin ravaged by terrible storms that hit at random intervals.
Okay.
In the Dust District, a militant religious faction called the Overseers is at war with the Howler Gang. The leaders of both factions are trying to take each other down. You can side with the Overseers or the Howlers or neither. There are many ways to complete the mission.
She'll tell you more. I'll wait here in the skiff and take you back to the dreadful whale after you finish.
Everything you see here is rendered in the Void engine, designed to create atmospheric and exploration-rich spaces. To reach our target, Vice Overseer Byrne, we've got to get past a Grand Guard checkpoint sealed off by a wall of light. A cruel security device reinstated by the Duke of Serkonos.
Orders from the Duke. We're losing too many people. Good soldiers blinded by that hallucinogenic powder the Howlers use, then stabbed to death or dragged down by the Abbey's hounds. One young lieutenant got hit by an Overseer grenade, and that was it. He was one of the Duke's distant cousins or something.
Shit. Let's hope they do enough damage to each
Whoa.
other so the fight goes out of them.
That won't happen until someone manages to kill either Paolo or Vice Overseer.
We've made much greater use of vertical space for Dishonored 2, encouraging players to explore the rooftops above the streets.
Dust out of my ears.
Like, Bobby, where are you? You was just here just a second ago, Bobby.
Dust from the mines.
I don't know.
The storm alters visibility for the AI and for the player. A random storm hits and Emily comments on it. Many of the security devices in Dishonored 2 are powered by wind, a unique feature of Karnaca. So here we're switching off the windmill to get through the wall of light. There'll be a lot going on in this next fight. Drop attack, guards climbing and vaulting, combat choke, and Emily using far reach to pull an explosive whale oil tank toward her from a distance.
You aren't going in! So dead! Let Get the rope for you! Hey, you! Come here!
All right, let's jump forward closer to our target, Vice Overseer Byrne.
Shot him in the ass.
The Overseers are fighting the Howler Gang for the hearts and minds of the people of Karnaca. What happens here will influence
Animations
Karnaca's
looked a little
future
bit
and the
kind of
endgames.
stiff and kind of restricted, but it's still in development, so it could be just could be just one of those. They're literally still making it. You know what I mean? So
Mesmerize power to lull a group of Overseers into a stupor, evading combat altogether. Mesmerized, they won't notice Emily or even remember that she was here.
There you are. I feel so empty right now.
Far Reach can be upgraded not only to pull objects from a distance, but also enemies, so you can finish them off in midair. This time, all of Emily's powers, which are new, and all of Corvo's can be fully upgraded using entirely new skill trees, giving you the ability to customize more deeply. If you're new to the Dishonored series, it's all about options and exploration, playing at your own pace. The game has many different pathways through each mission, and also different approaches, stealth or combat, lethal or non-lethal, and a wide array of supernatural powers that will dramatically change the experience as you play. We're very close to Vice Overseer Byrne's office now.
With those cuts, like, it's not live, is it? They're just playing the video and he's talking over it.
I feel it in my bones. So this stalemate with the Howlers must be resolved.
Byrne is giving a briefing using a projector. We're going to plant a stun mine and then link several of the Overseers with Emily's domino power, so that whatever happens to one of them will happen to all of them. They share the same fate. Switching off the projector will attract Vice Overseer Byrne's attention, and when the mine affects one Overseer, it will affect all of them.
Go check, brother. Right away.
There are many creative ways to use domino. Now we're going to show you Shadow Walk, another key power for Emily.
Fuck. That's a little bit like the darkness.
For stealth and combat. You saw it in the
we call for the darkness
trailer that we made for the
fucking
game, and you can
go down
use
fucking
it in the
pipes
game.
and shit.
Like all the
Oh
powers, it
god, I
can be
used to love
upgraded
that.
in a variety of ways. With Vice Overseer Byrne out of the picture, the leader of the Howlers will owe Emily a favor, and that's just one way to complete the Dust District mission. Before closing today, we want to demonstrate another signature environment from a mission called A Crack in the Slab. It's another example of the missions in Dishonored 2 and how they're built around big, interesting themes. This mission takes place in a ruined manor that's been sealed for several years. At the start, the outsider appears and explains that reality was warped inside this place after an occult event. Your supernatural powers won't work inside the manor, and even time behaves strangely, allowing you to travel back and forth between the ruined present and the past when the manor was lavish and refined. Here we're in the present when the manor is in ruins.
That I like. I like that concept.
Now we've moved backwards.
Yo, that's actually really, really cool. You switch through time and... Oh, that's so cool.
Looking through the lenses of the outsider's timepiece, you can see the alternate timeline. This is useful for solving puzzles, as you've seen, but it can also be used to avoid or take down enemies. You can watch enemies in the alternate timeline and then step through to execute your plans.
Wow. I really do like that. That's a really cool mechanic. Wow.
We hope you're going to love the game as much as we do. Thank you. Thank you.
That was actually really, really cool.
I have to once again give a shout out to my team in France. They've worked so hard and they are so passionate about the game. And the first game, they're really ready for you to get you guys to get your hands on it. And you don't have to wait long. All of you can leave your mark on the Empire of the Isles because Dishonored 2 will release on PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and PC November 11th, 2016.
Shit. Okay.
But before I go, I've got one more thing for you. This is the worldwide launch of the Dishonored 2 gameplay trailer. You're seeing it here first. Good night.
thinking maybe they should have like had this earlier and then showed the gameplay. Looks really, really cool, man. But I've played like the first one, but I didn't really get that far into it. But I think I might have to check this one out, man. Especially with that like shifting through time like fucking mechanic. Ooh. That's cool as well, isn't it? Not bad, man. Take back what's yours. Is that it? Is that it now?
Very excited about Dishonored 2. Could I please have another round of applause for the very shy and took off Harvey Smith and everyone at Arcane Studios. Those guys are fantastic. They've been working their butts off. Now, one of the things that Dishonored fans have been asking about a lot is whether or not we're going to do a collector's edition. So tonight, I'm happy to confirm that yes, we will be doing a limited number of Dishonored 2 collector's editions.
Oh, shit.
The collector's edition comes with a very cool replica of Corvo's mask as well as Emily's ring, and it'll be available through retailers around the globe, but supplies are limited, and as we saw with Fallout 4 last year, and you know who you are, they go out quickly. So if you want one, I suggest that you pre-order one before they all go away. Also, if you pre-order or digitally pre-purchase any version of Dishonored 2 for a limited time only, you will get a free copy of Dishonored Definitive Edition, which includes the original critically acclaimed game plus all of the add-on content remastered for the current generation of consoles. Cool.
Okay.
Now, games like Dishonored 2 and all of the games that we've shown here tonight don't happen by accident. There are wonderfully talented, dedicated people working hard every day to build games that thrill and inspire all of us. And I want to take a moment to recognize and thank the entire Bethesda team and all of our studios. So if you take a look, you'll see teams from all over the world who are joining us now. Would you please welcome me, would you please join me in thanking them all for their incredible and dedicated work.
That's cool, man. I wonder how many of them there are drunk.
Thank you very much. That
Like,
was.
we're not working tonight. Let's just get drunk.
So, from
having like
Quake
a good
Champions
office
to
party.
Dishonored 2, from The Elder Scrolls Legends to Prey, plus all of the new content for Doom, The Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 4, and Fallout Shelter, and the latest in virtual reality gaming. It should be another big year.
Big ones for me
Bethesda.
is Quake
Now, this has already
and
been
Prey.
a
I
great
want to check
night,
out that
and we want
Prey.
to commemorate this moment and give you guys something special to remember it by.
Dishonored
so for
2
all of
as
you
well,
here in
might-
Los Angeles, when you
might
leave
have to
tonight,
check that
you'll get
out,
a
man.
special T-shirt. Commemorating this event and all of the games that we've shown. And for those of you watching the stream at home, Adam and Morgan have T-shirts to give away, so keep watching for a chance to get yours. And that is everything we have to show you from this stage. So if you're here with me in the hangar, you can head over to the other side of the lot. If you're watching online, don't go anywhere. Adam and Morgan are about to take over the second half of the stream for the rest of our showcase. From all of us at Bethesda, thank you all so much for playing our games and joining us. That's it for me. Have a great night. Adam and Morgan, take it away.
Okay, so that was Bethesda's press conference. Like I said, I think Quake was the big one for me, man.
Hello everyone, I'm Adam Sutton along with Morgan Webb.
But yeah, like I said, I think Quake was the big one. I can't believe I actually kind of called it right at the start as well. But it is like a no-brainer. Like, Doom was so big that they have to do something with Quake. But what we saw was like a CG trailer. I don't think they've really got anything kind of concrete, as in map designs and everything. Like, that trailer they probably put together kind of quick for E3. And over like the next 12 months or so, they'll put together something. Prey as well. Like, I want to know more. Like, is this a complete brand new IP and it's just having the same title, or is it somehow linked to what we saw in the trailer for Prey 2? Because that shit was fucking amazing. Even to this day, I talk to friends and I say to them, like, oh, have you seen the trailer for Prey 2 and Cyberpunk? And if they say no, I pull out my phone and I track it down on YouTube and I show them. Because those two trailers are fucking amazing. Dishonored looks really, really cool as well. That whole time travel aspect, I like that. Well, it's not time traveling, it's shifting through time. I do like that. Really, really do like that. But yeah, that was my reaction to Bethesda's press conference 2016 E3. I'm really knackered. But I got shitloads more to edit and put together. So give this video a thumb up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. What was your favourite thing about the press conference? And subscribe if you haven't already, man. Alright? I've been Sifurian. I'll catch you in the next one, man.